Morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So I think there are a lot of things which are happening here. A lot of people are asking me, okay, where, how, all this, how, why, which, all these questions are coming in. And this is a very beautiful answer that I have. Is all answers are free except the how. How is charged, everything is free. And today I would like to share you some parts which will also increase that inquisitiveness. We have done one session called as the monthly meeting. So how many of you guys were present there? Just give me a high five. How was it for you guys? Great. And if you found some value out there in the monthly meeting session, I said, I introduced also somebody who has the largest assets. And these assets are something you cannot buy. You cannot do anything, but the assets price are increasing every second by second. Okay. Any guesses? Who is this guy? Any guys? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 2 minutes of a video clip. Okay. And this 2-minute video clip is going to give you a new dimension of thinking. And then we can go to our topic. Okay, cool. So this is the clip here. I'm not sure if can be copyrighted or not, but just for the sake of yours. So this Dhammastri session that we are recording right now, it might have a copyright. Is it okay? It might have a copyright because I'm showing you from a different video. So here is a
meteorites in private hands, and probably most museums. And this is something that I like to share with everybody, and the reason I'm sharing with you is because I want people who can't afford to have them to be able to see what they are like. I want them to be people to be able to touch them, and people to be able to feel that same thing that I feel having these meteorites in my hand. This is really nice beast from the moon. So imagine you're holding in your hand a piece of moon. I mean, that is just unbelievable. So people talk about, honey, I'll take you to the moon. I brought the moon to you. I mean, imagine that. Right? This particular meteorite fell last year in California. And I was watching the TV and I saw this woman holding this meteorite. And I contacted her and I somehow convinced her that it's in much better hand with me than with her, because I think it could pay for her kids' college education, which is how I have it. Here's another meteorite that actually hit a woman minding her own business, and this thing from the sky fell through the roof and hit her thigh. This meteorite would be less valuable, but for the fact that it actually hit a human being on Earth. And it's just really fascinating.
Naveen has a seemingly never-ending collection of rocks from outer space. He said they were worth over $9 million.
How many of you guys saw a very unusual collections of something which is like very rare? What very rare? He's the only guy, right? There is no other thing, right? There's nothing called rare. He's the only guy. And I'm glad that he's one of the Indians. His name is Naveen Jain. He's a billionaire. And there are a lot of things to learn from him. Yes or no, guys? Agar koi Elon Musk ko takkar de raha hai na, to he's the guy. Okay. So he has his own space company also. And yeah, many of you, how many of you guys knew him for earlier, or you learned it from here? Just give me a high five if you learned it here. Okay, good. So why I'm sharing you this information, because today's topic is something connected to your assets. And you're going to learn something very crazy in the next few minutes. So look at the topic today. And the topic is a very simple topic. It says dumb asset. So first, write down what is the best asset in your life and where have you invested? I mean, where have you invested the max? Go ahead. Anything. House, car, travel, tourism. Yeah, anything. Yeah. Just to give you another thing. One of my friend, I think the biggest asset for him today is he has spent a huge amount of money, and he saved his one of his relatives from cancer, and he used most of his money to save this gentleman. Okay, and I think according to him, this is the biggest asset. Okay, I'm talking about him. So it can be any asset. Okay, so anything that can be where you have invested maximum. Go ahead, whatever. Okay, that is the first part of the task. Done? Only one. Yes or no? Done? Hello. So people who are watching this on YouTube, if you are just watching, it's not going to help you. You need to write in the comments. Okay. It is not for me. It's for you. So when you do that, technically you get into a memory lane, and you do a lot of things. So how many of you guys just now, when I mentioned the word asset, along with this video, it had a different kind of an impact in your life? Yes or no? Did you see that? Okay. I'll tell you what another thing happened. You remember the story this guy gave that the meteorite fell and this lady was holding the piece of meteorite and he said, it is better in my hand for some other purpose. Did you get my point? So he made probably an unidentified object whichever came to earth, and he did everything to grab that, have that, and repurpose it into something much more powerful. Hello. Yep. Uche log uchi pasand. Manik Chand. Yes. So the next thing is, how much is that been appreciated in the past 1 year? Go ahead. Go ahead. Just give me the number. How much has been appreciated? It can be in times, in numbers, whatever. Whatever you are good at, you can just go ahead and tell me how much this has been appreciated. Go. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. No problem. Yeah. Done? How many who are done? You know the value of this guy. So there is a one word called as a net worth. Net worth means the collection of all the asset and everything put together, put a number. And if you can do that today, okay, so it will be showing your net worth. So whatever the assets that we have got together. But in my way of thought, there is something else. And we will talk about that in 2 minutes. Okay. So how much that has been appreciated in the past 1 year. Now write down 10 points that you can do this year to increase your net worth. Easy task? Easy task, right? 10 things that you can do to increase your net worth. Just to give you some kind of things, okay? How many would love to take my example? Okay. Would like to take my example. I have such number to show you, okay? And many of you guys might not know, I'm, I spend more than I income. And that is something which is a bad quality. But there are a lot of things happens because I spend a lot of money on learning, in spending on new software, techniques, tools, meeting such kind of big people out there. And it takes a lot of money. Yes or no? And you might not get an immediate result. Yes or no? Okay. But some people say, okay, आज बीज लगाया कल आम खाने का है. ऐसे नहीं होता यार. So you put the seed today. So this is something that I'm going to give you an example here. And I think this is the best example. See, last year, if you can see here, from from January to June, last year, 2022, okay, one of my accounts was like 4 lakhs and 10,000 some change. And we had only 69 transactions in that particular kind of a bank account. And in the same bank account this year, it became 26, almost like 27 lakhs. Are you able to see that? Okay, numbers does not lie. So this is January 1st, 2023 to June 1st, 2020, June 30th. Same thing. Okay, same duration. But are you able to see the year on year, the stage on stage growth here? So it is 460, 24. Okay, almost like 6 point some times the growth has happened from 69 transactions to 1,566 transactions. So I think this was only possible because I invested on here, just here. How many of you guys are getting this? I'm showing you live. And the only way I thought was to create something, and I got this great, insight. It's called as asset making asset. People are going ahead with some kind of an asset, house, car, land, jewelry, gold, and many other such kind of things. Yes or no? They call that as an asset, but that is a one sort of an asset. Tomorrow, if gold is more than anything else, automatically the price will going to come down. Yes or no? Yeah. Now the land. Now land is a kind of a conditional asset. Sometimes, I remember when tsunami hit in Chennai, आधे लोग की जमीन गायब. Yes or no? Kedarnath, there are a lot of landslides happened. Today, right now, as I'm talking to you, a lot of people in north, they are devastated because of Vyas river has been like into the flood area. Their entire land has gone. Now how you can do? Even no one is going to. There is no insurance also. Why? Because act of God. I remember I lost almost like 30 plus lakhs in the Chennai flood. I could not do anything because act of God. How many of you guys know that every year, because of this flood and all, their car, their automobile are always submerged? The lower basement is hit on the first thing. And I never knew this technique, okay, that insurance cannot be claimed unless and until the insurance company's mechanics comes and starts that. Do you know that? And they'll take I don't know how many years. So are these assets? Do you call this as assets? I give you an example. So land, I do not know. Gold, people might say, okay. But what is the exact assets? Some people say share, trading, market, bond, and all these other things. ULIP and mutual funds, many other things. But are these really assets? What happens if there is an up and down, recession, depression, any kind of things, okay, demonetizations, all these things are connected to each other. Yes or no? But I found only one place which can create assets of assets. Anyone would like to know that? Okay. And that is called brain. So what I'm doing right now, I'm openly giving you a very, very transparent information. So here what happens is, when people join FEST, they typically learn how to close a deal. You, in fact, become a kind of a money printing machine. Yes or no? Okay, that is the first thing. Now imagine I am making thousands and thousands of money printing machines. Where can you find this? Now each one can now start working on multiple things. So first, people learn about how to close a deal. When they understand human psychology, this kind of asset, I cannot get it from outside. I cannot buy them. I have to create them by my own hand. Yes or no? It's not possible. So when these guys gets into kind of a superlative structure where they have actually identified the human psychology, they are closing deals, they are understanding, they're very good in rapport making, connecting connections, creating, understanding the deepest pain points, and they know exactly what they want, how they want, when they want, affordability, many other such kind of questions. Why not give him something which is called as the highest level? It's the virtual CXO. How anyone can use those kind of qualities and used our ancient relics of Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and many such kind of Puranas and take over an existing running company. Today in 2023, whatever I'm talking to you, I think this session is going to be very powerful. Why? Because look, any of the existing companies right now, who are actually established, these are founded by people probably, before the millennials. Yes or no? Okay. Companies like Distillery, 7,000 crores, they could not find a successor. And ultimately, it got merged into India's another biggest company called Tata. So how many of you guys know that such kind of people who are visionaries, who have started their company, they don't have a proper successor? Many times they don't have a proper team and they don't have proper handover systems many a times. And it is not about, how much you know technically. It is not about which university you have been studied. It is about the humanities. Biggest thing is how much are you individual, where I can look into that. People usually get deviated with this word called leadership. I'm talking about ownership. Ownership is something beyond. Leadership always tries to do everything by himself and tries to prove, see, look at me, I'm going to support you, and he's taking the credit. Ownership is, Tyag, give it off. Let him win. I am there. If he comes back, still I am there. Did you get my point, sir? And where are you going to learn all these things? From your MBA books, from Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, Princeton, kahan sikhaya gaya? They teach you all these things in the name of leadership. But actually, it is learned in Bhagavad Gita. Karam karo, phal ki chinta mat karo. Good. You have the quality and the power to design what you want to work on. But result is in the hand of somebody else. हम indirectly भी जो है ना भजन कीर्तन ही कर रहे हैं अभी. It is good, right? Why not to sit and do a meditation which is of no meaning? Why not to sit here? Because I feel the best religion is called business, where you are actually trying to solve something. The best healing is business. Yes or no? The best status is business. The best amount of money you can make in your entire life is not in, working for somebody, but you're working for many people like this. And that is again a business. So why not we learn about what drives the business? And that is what is called as an asset making asset. Is creating multiple business men out and create new dimension of business. And that is only possible when you learn about the deep psychology of human beings. Yes or no? Any new business is because of a new idea. Any new business. Okay. Someone was too lazy to go out and grab some, burger, and he created Swiggy and Zomato. Am I right, sir? Today, I had been invited into multiple schools and colleges to judge, this new budding entrepreneurs, and I'm so sad because everyone is trying to do something called as sustainable energy, renewable energy, and all these things. What they are doing, they're burning coal and charging a battery. What nonsense! So technically, there is nothing improvement. And other people, what they think is they will see business cannot be learned inside an air-conditioned room. You need to come out on the heat of the sun and touch and feel and see and sense and meet people and understand what problem you can solve about this guy. How can you sit inside a classroom and dream of diving deeper into the ocean? Impossible. Do you agree, sir? Why not I create an asset out of it? Why not I create these daredevils who can dive deeper, who can sit for 5 hours, who can sit and listen to somebody for 5 hours without even getting distracted? Where can you find this guy? Did you get my point, sir? I'm talking about hard talk. I'm talking about hard talk. Do you have the power and capability? I'm talking to people who are on YouTube and other places. If you have no idea, please come and watch. It is not a promotion. I'm telling you, this is something where we disqualify people. 2023, your net worth is directly proportional to the amount of disqualification you do for your clients. Did you get my point? I'm breaking all the myths. You have been taught right from ages, qualify your clients, qualify your clients. Sales means qualification of clients. You should ask all questions. No. Today, I'm telling you openly, we are increasing our price from September. You know how much? Double. When other people, remember these things, sparrows and small birds, whenever there is a thunder shower, they will hide in holes. But the eagle and the falcon, they open their wings, they go beyond the clouds. I think we are doing that. We are not looking at helping probably fishes to swim faster. No, it's a different game. It's a falcon's game. That's why we are increasing. You see our quality. We are increasing our quality every time. We are looking for people who can join us, like-minded people who can start this thing, work with us, and let's use our stuff. Let the businesses of India remain in India. That's one of the techniques that not techniques, but probably one of the wishes I have. Are you guys able to see the asset making asset? Let's have those assets revitalized, repurposeful systems and processes. Today, I'm so happy to tell you, there are many such kind of things are happening. How many of you guys have seen the Bisleri bottle? All of you guys, right? Okay. Now, how many of you know this brand? Anyone knows this brand? Bisleri again. Yeah, Bisleri again. So this is called Vedica. So repurposeful things. It's a repositioning things. People get used to this way. So the another net worth that I found out in 2023 is called as repositioning yourself. People get used to one particular kind of things. They always need something new. They need the new name, the new size, the new bottle. I've seen many. I've actually helped a lot of hotels where I just told them, okay, just change your name. Done. Boom. Everything is same. Menu card is changed and the name is changed. People find, okay, there is something new, but there's nothing new. See, a potato chips is a potato chips. You call it as a French fry, or you call it as a chips, you call it as a peri-peri fry, or whatever it is. It's a goddamn potato chips. Yes or no? Huh? हम बचपन में आलू चोखा खाते थे. Today it is called a smashed potato. Same thing here. Correct? Aloo ka tikki. Same thing. At the end of the day, it is all paratha and the sabji. Yes or no? At the end of the day, whether it is a pizza or a paratha or a bread or whatever it is some sort of a roti and some sort. So it is a new repurpose now. So your asset in 2023 is how much you can use this one to create new product repositionings, new product ideations, new service qualities, good. And there are some people, I'm so sorry. These guys are teaching you about a word called as niche. And usually they are selling in the name of niche clarity. Technically, there is nothing called niche clarity. When you are attaching to somebody's dreams and destinations and wants, you are indirectly creating something like that. Why not you create something absolutely out of it? So there is a statement in one of the Amitabh Bachchan's movie. It says, "Jahan main khada hota hu, line wahi se chalu hota hai." Have you heard of that? 2023, create your own dynamic things. We started something called as God Mode On. Use your own talent, own expertise, own results, and own skills and passions, and create a new entrepreneurship without investing a single rupee in your marketing. How cool is that? This is all happening here. So today I want you to write down 10 things. Guys, did you understand in this entire thing in the last probably 5 minutes of my lecture? What did I say? I talked about many things that I'm using, having 2023 is all about people assets, people brain as an asset to create multiple assets. So I'm trying to create multiple CEOs who can take multiple companies out there. Are you able to see the asset making asset here? Yeah. So who is the winner here? Everyone is the winner because a new dimension, a new person has coming out with his new expertise, new caliber, but connected to the Bhagavad Gita's principle. How cool is that? Bringing those old Indian traditional systems, which has been there from centuries, now bringing back to this. So with that, I would like to ask you guys, have you written the 10 assets? If you have not found anything, the only one answer, according to me, is here. How much are you investing here? What kind of garbage are you putting every day? Are you really putting something which is really worth? How much time you invest on what kind of distractions you have around? Okay, many people might say distractions are bad. I'm telling you, distractions are the only ways to earn money. Yes or no? You don't distract the other guys. You should learn about distraction. Where are you going to learn about distractions? From these people who are teaching you Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and dancing in front of Instagram? That is also a distraction. But how can you convert this? There are many people who have got lot of fans, lot of subscribers, but Tantan Gopal, pocket mein kuch bhi nahi. Yes or no? What is the fun of being so popular and you are beggar? Did you get my point, sir? Okay. What is the fun of learning so many codes and AI and chat GPT? घर में खाने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है यार. So, in 2023, if you are not utilizing what you know, if you are not utilizing the expertise that you have, I think probably your asset is to be reworked. So how many of you guys would like to repolish your assets? How many of you guys know that you are born like an Einstein, but probably present geography, educational systems, people around, environment, and the things that distracts you is making you to who you are. You need to bring down those barriers out there and you have to open up. And probably right now you have the facility of dumb mastery, you have the facility of hard talk, power pitch presentations. You can meet the God. You can do many things where you can come out of these things. This has all been trained out there. It is already there as a part of dumb mastery. Apart from that, you can go into Fest where you can learn about how to close a deal over just a phone call. And we have also initiated something called as God mode. If you are somebody, you want to become a coach, consultant, leader, or thought leader, or anyone, there is a proper technique that has been done. There is also a 35 or 37 days of a structure where you can initiate all these things. And just to give an insight, 2 months or 3 months back, we initiated one of the sessions where, a girl from Odisha, she was just doing a painting. Today, with this painting, with this art, whatever she has done, she is starting her new company. Just imagine, from a drawing sketch pen to an entire entrepreneurship, and that too in less than just 30 days. How cool is that? Now today, she has already made more than, I think, I don't know, tens and tens of logos and stuff that probably AI cannot do that, because she is using one of the ancient art. If you do not know this art, this is some Madhubani art where there are many principles are there. With this art, you can heal people, you can create new energy out there. And she was the first one to design my logo. So if you do not know what is my logo, I think there is another video, you can have a look at it. Everything is hand drawn and using the modern technologies of modern softwares. She has used that same thing, same energy, same thing, and this cannot be copied. This pattern cannot be copied because every stroke has its new purpose. Every element, every color has its new purpose. It cannot be done by AI directly because this new way of thinking, you can do permutation combination, but you cannot do something which is an original context idea. Hello? Right. So how can AI create that thing? I don't know how much faster it can catch up. लेकिन तुम कब तक copy करोगे? The original thing, the source is here, and that is the original asset. Yes or no? Awesome. Nice. So with that, I think the 10 points that I asked you, you can now fill it up, or you can do it later also. You can send it in the Dhammastery Facebook group. I open the session to you guys. Type in your names. See, everything is planned here. Everything. When I say type in your names also, I'm also watching Are you really somebody who are willing to grab an opportunity? Are you willing to be on stage? Are you willing to, come out of that daredevil thing? Or today also you are thinking, nay, yaar, not today. I am not ready. I don't look good. I have a bad mic. I have a bad things. You have excuses. 2023, you're going to die. Simple. You will be extinct like dinosaurs. Yes or no? So please understand, money has the fifth law. The fifth law is money loves energy. Money loves the guy who loves the risk. Yes or no? Any top guys, they are all somebody who has taken opportunity. They are the fastest one, first one, and they are the first one to love that risk. How many of you know this? It's an adventure for them. Anything new comes, they are the first one to try test it. Yes or no? New car, new stuff. Look at this guy. The meteorite fell. He was the first one to grab. Okay, buddy, you give it to me. He can spend anything. And just imagine what will be the price of these meteorites now. It will be in millions. Yes or no? Did you get my point? But if he has delayed that, if he said, "Nahi, okay, isko rakhne do," then probably would have never seen this kind of an amazing stuff that he has preserved it for many, many years to come. This can be used for research purpose, science purpose, learning, and many other things. Might be learning about extraterrestrial life and many other things. Hello, what is the price of this? Priceless. So today, I want you to understand one of the biggest asset is here. How much are you planning to invest on this every goddamn day? Invest your time, invest your energy, invest your money, invest your network, and what else? Figure it out. So let's open the platform for others. Okay. And we follow the chat. I think people have written their names. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead one by one. And you can unmute yourself. Go ahead. Go. Sachin, you are the first one.
So what I have to tell, sir?
How do you feel? That's it.
It's a really great, sir. What the stories you are telling are really opening your mind. And Naveen Jain, which you have shown, sir, it's really amazing. No one can see it. In fact, I thought I have seen the moon personally by seeing that stone. It's so great to see such type of things. And I was not knowing Naveen Jain name, sir. In fact, I heard it first time. So he is really great for me.
Just by learning that name, you also learned that there is a person who is in Takkar to Elon Musk also in the space industry.
Correct, sir.
Good. So do
Yeah.
you think this power of network coming here, must you are learning something which is an asset?
Yes, sir.
With
Yes,
this
sir.
asset, you can have multiple things. Yesterday, if you have missed it out, people who I'm telling you, I've given a complete 1 hour of a structure of the billionaire mindset. He's a billionaire. And what kind of bold statements, what kind of risk he has taken, how much money he has invested on himself. I think this is crazy. And this is as a gift I've shared with all of you guys. Good.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, next person, quickly. Quick. Follow the chat.
Yeah. So Dada,
Next, Nandakumar, be ready.
while
After Nandakumar, Charanjit, Pavamana sir. Then I think we'll stop with Pavamana sir.
am I audible, Dada?
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah. So while seeing the video of Mr. Naveen Jain, how he collected the meteorite, I went to a flashback where, as a child, I used to collect matchbox. So there was, though that cannot be compared, but in my mind, I had some fact just clicking in a second that if you are billionaire, you are collecting meteorites and paying in millions to collect that. And if you are just a layman, you are just collecting matchbox. So the difference is all about how you take risk, how much you invest in knowledge, and the most part is that how do you finish what you have initiated, like taking action properly. So these all things came into my mind in today's session.
Okay. How many of you guys have seen 25 paisa in your life? 25 paisa. You know how much is 25 paisa right now? Anyone knows? Any idea? No idea? Okay, let me show you that this is right now priced at 50,000 rupees. 25 paisa is now 50,000. This is 2 lakh, 20 lakh. I don't know. These are some people. And this I'm showing you live from OLX. You know, 1 paisa, 15,000 rupees. And these are like in lakhs now. Are you guys able to see that? So what kind of assets are you having? Sometimes you might not know. जो आज आपको asset दिख नहीं रहा है, शायद अब 10 साल के बाद ये asset बन जाए. Yes, 2,000 rupees note. Anyone has 2,000 rupees note still existing in their this thing? It might be sold at 2 lakh rupees probably after 5 years and 10 years. But are you willing to keep this as an asset? So that is called as a latent asset, passive asset. होगा कि नहीं होगा पता नहीं. Yes, but ये होगा. Good. So with that, let's move into the next person.
Dada, before joining the fest, it was always I used to think like investing in assets like a house, car, and this only will increase. But yes, after joining here, I know that we are putting on ourselves, and that can increase more than what you have as a physical assets. And this is lively, like I can see. Yes, every day, like I'm trying to increase my network so that it will create or every day coming here and giving our brain an exercise to think better and have increase your knowledge so that you can come up with a new ideas and start a business.
Great.
This is what my learning.
So yesterday, how many of you guys saw that in Fest, people connected together, they started their company, now they're earning in lakhs. Okay. And I'm sorry, some English, I'll not say English, but certain foreign, people who are now we call them as influencers. They use the term called as earn 6-figure. Okay. Hello, how many of you guys have heard 6-figure earning? 6-figure means a lakh. Right now, I'm talking in crores, and we don't boast also about it. Did you get my point? We don't even boast also, because the moment you boast, it becomes egoistic. Oh, I am earning this much. But the moment you come out of that ego, it's like, okay, how much? Fine. So many times if I say, okay, this is costs around 10 lakh rupees, just imagine guys, if I ask you, okay, I'm creating a new program. I'm actually creating a new program, which is like around 18 lakh rupees. And that is only for a complete 1 year. I'm hand-holding certain people who are typically earning that much also, where they will be taken from scratch from wherever they are. And in 12 months, it has to be going into a 10x stuff. So this is all for people who are completely dedicated, completely devoted. I will be working personally with them. And that costs 18 lakhs. So if I say 18 lakhs, okay, it might be something sounding, how many for you? Just imagine at this point of time, 18 lakh is, oh my God, 18 lakhs. Yes or no? Okay. So look, this psychology changes. Let's say you are earning 100 rupees. Is 18 paisa really something good or bad for you? Or probably let's say 1 rupee 80 paisa or 18 rupees. It is all going to be less. Yes or no? The problem in 2023 is not your expense. It's not your credit card, not your all the loans that you have taken. It is your income problem. The problem is not spending problem. The spending is, there is no other problem. The problem is income problem. When you say, Dada, it is so expensive, the problem is your income is not that high. Right? And that is only a mindset that you can do. So if you are somebody who is thinking, name alone, I will do it, it will never happen. You need a team, you need a system, you need a process, you need a structure. And even I was also under the same impression, ki main akela hi karunga. Nahi hoga. Yes or no? For creating that team, are you willing to take ownership? Now that is where Bhagavad Gita comes into place. I'm sorry, that is the only book which teaches you about how to take care of others rather than being a selfish one. Yes or no? The moment you start taking for somebody else, how many of you guys, I'm personally connected to you guys, right? That's what happens when you personally get connected, then starts that second level. The second level is this: people come closer to each other. They divide the labor and they work on a kind of a very systematic process, and that is called as an orchestra. A beautiful music comes only when everyone is playing their own instrument in their own way. Yes or no? Good. Amazing. So did you learn that? Good. Football is a game of passing, not keeping a goal. Did you know that? It's a game of passing the ball, not keeping the ball. All right. So with that, let's go to the next person.
Hi, family. Sir, I'm learning
new things every day. After joining this Dub Mastery, I am taking my brain to work. What are the tasks you are giving, which we have not listened or heard earlier, which we are learning from you now, or from the team. I'm very much sure that after completing the fest and other stuff, so I will be earning much more and leave a legacy for my childrens, because nowadays it is almost hand to mouth. We can only survive, not we can spend much. Thank you, sir. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Next person. Next is Pavamana, sir. Go ahead. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, right. So I have the liberty to choose someone. Okay. I think let's go to Parthoda. Why did not you participate? So go ahead. Over to you. Yeah, you are unmuted.
Yes.
Yeah, you can share your thoughts. Then we'll go to Pavamana.
I'm every day in the room, but sorry, I cannot
You can
talk
share
at
your
the
thoughts.
time of
No problem.
event.
It's okay.
So my takeaway is that every day we are learning here a new thing in a new way. So we have to do only one thing, that go with the Dada. Wherever you direct us, we have to
So
go
this
that
is
way.
what I'm asking you. Why you don't push that button, write your name and press that submit button? You want to stay
Okay.
back in the queue or you want to make the queue? Choice is yours.
No, actually, in this time, from 7 to 7:30 onwards, I have some domestic work I have to
Pause.
perform.
In fest,
So,
no reasoning, no justifications, no any kind of opinions out there. Not required. Good.
okay.
Thank you. So
Thank
with that, let's bring it to Pavamana, sir. Go ahead. So this is also one more thing is, are you in a community where people force you? People force you to go and participate. People go put you there. I'm asking you. Are you in a community of people, Guruji bataiye? No. यहाँ पे गुरुजी डंडा मारेंगे, धक्का मारेंगे. That's gonna be happening here. Everyone should look at this. The growth of a company depends upon the weakest one, laziest one in the entire family. Yes or no? Unless and until you push that guy, the company does not move forward. Yes or no? Otherwise, it will expand. The rich will be richer, the poor will be poorer. Why? Because there is no one to push that thing. So rather than giving a charity of 10 rupees and 15 rupees, why not you do that? That is not a charity. Hello, how many of you guys do a charity before I go to Pavamana, sir? Have you done 10 rupees, 5 rupees, whatever the charity? No, sir, you have not done a charity. You have done a charity to yourself because you want to get rid of that guy. That's why you paid. Did you get my point? Hello? How many of you guys are understanding? This is the actual psychology. Why you paid this guy on the traffic who is like tick, 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 sir? Kuch Bhagwan ke naam pe de do. Bhagwan ko, if you want to really do a charity, give the entire car, no? Yes? अपना जायदाद लिख के दे दो, charity करना है तो. But you paid some 5-10 rupees. Why? Because you want to get rid of that. Did you get my point? I know it is tough. I know people have a controversial things when it's talking. मेरे को घंटा फर्क पड़ता है. Did you get my point? So your asset is not about just doing a charity. Your actual charity is something when you do a charity here and you empower this guy to make something better out of his life. Yes or no? But people are lazy. If you do a charity, he's going to make a habit tomorrow. Again, also in the morning, he's with the first one begging, because begging is an amazing business here. They make more money than a normal 20-30 years of an experience of a guy. Yes or no? एक घंटे के अंदर में I've seen that a person getting more than 1,000 rupees. एक घंटे के अंदर में पूरा दिन बैठेगा, अगर 10 घंटा बैठता है 10,000 रुपया. Just imagine 10,000 multiplied by 30, 3 lakh. Hello. Yes, Pavamana sir, open to you. Now you can talk.
Yeah, today it was a wonderful session, mastery and idea mastery. But as you rightly mentioned, see now we have to see how to, because what happens, investing on brain and managing the materialistic requirement of the family members is, There are two things. So that can happen only when a person increases net worth and the income enhances the income. So I think that is the key to balance both and take it forward. My opinion.
Fantastic. I was expecting someone to talk about this word. So have you heard of this statement called as your network is your net worth? How many of you guys have understood this? No, you have not understood. Your network is directly dependent on relationship. Relationship is directly dependent on your communications. Yes or no? Communication is directly dependent on your observation skill. Observation skill is directly dependent on your patience. Patience is directly dependent on your silence. And silence is directly dependent upon how you listen. Hello? So, are you listening more? Your listening is the first step of your net worth. Where can you learn this? You learn it only in Fest. Open challenge. With that, let's start up today. Can we listen more today? Can you create an UCLA video of the things that you have listened to? When I say listen, I'm talking about you have felt it, you have experienced it, you have left it. And then let us create this asset with this first word called as listening. Now go back to the Vedic science. This is the first word, Shruti. Did you get my point? Then comes Smriti. Then comes Truti. Then comes Upasana. And then this entire thing, these three modalities are called as the Upanishads. Come close and sit and listen. That is the first level. In 2023, in this busy world, there is no one to listen. Everyone is there to talk. Yes or no? Everyone has their own opinions. Everyone can give gyan data. Just 2 minutes mic de do, bas chalu. Can you listen? Can you do all the things? Can you listen to your boss? Can you listen to the dog? Can you listen to your wife? Can you listen to your kids? Can you listen to somebody else? Can you listen to your parents? When you'll start actually listening, you will understand people behind the people behind the people. And that, when you talk to the soul part of this guy, that is where you start your connections. That's where starts the new thing. That's where you create an asset. You can actually move this guy and make him to do something better. What is the better thing you can do in your life, which can be monetized? You can ask him to create something that can minimize somebody's pain and problem, eliminate somebody's pain and problem, or make him so powerful that he can ensure that the pain and problem does not repeat in his life or his, people around. I think that is the best way to live this life. I hope this session was powerful. I think Sara ends me again. Good, powerful session.
Super.
The one thing. The one thing what you talked about today, that is Mogajastru. Mogaj means brain and weapon means Astra. What Satyajit Ray had talked in his various movies about this. Mogajastru.
You know so much. Why don't you write an article and let's publish that? Good, na? What is stopping you? अरे 5 रुपए में बेचो, लेकिन बेचो उसको 1 रुपए में बेचो. Start earning with 1 rupee and then let us multiply that. I'm there to support you. Go ahead. Write something on that. Write a book on that. Don't wait 1 year for that. Write it today itself. Use ChatGPT. क्या दिक्कत है? Get the ideas from here, but write it in your own words. Good? Fine. We can create an entire session out of it. We can create an awesome business principle out of this. So with that, let me pause today's session. I'll see you tomorrow, same time. And by the way, one small update. Today we have a session at 8 o'clock for the first people, 11.3. And those guys who have already participated out, we are today going to the last of the sessions where you are going to learn about how to nurture your leads. In the previous session, we have done about lead generation systems. How many of you guys like that? Okay. We talked about some of the very, very robust systems and processes and softwares which can be used in the latest technology where you can generate n number of leads without even touching your Facebook and so on and so forth, other things. Hello? Yes or no? Okay. Today you are going to learn about the actual process of lead nurturing, copywriting, and I think these are the only 2 things that we can do. And if we have time, probably we can touch a little bit on how do you close a deal over just a text. Okay. No speaking, no talking, no meeting, nothing. How do you write proposals? What are those kind of dimensions? Today it's going to be a rocking science. And I think I'm happy that I'm preparing very well for today's session. How many of you guys are excited today? Yeah. This is happening in the live sessions today, starting at 8 o'clock. If you have not nominated yourself, please get on, guys. Don't miss this chance because I'm going to give you something. These are real templates real softwares which I have already paid, subscribed, and learned and used it for many, many, many months and years. And I'm giving it to you. What will go wrong? What will go right? And you don't have to invest like me crazily on those things. You will invest only on those things which is required. I'm going to give you those things by which you can connect with crore of people per second like this. Cool. All right. With that, let me pass the mic back to coach to end the session, and I will see you